creating something.
What is this discussion?
I don't know. You went down this path, man. We go into Volskaya
I talked
boundary.
about food. You made it weird.
Why does it always come back on me?
I don't know. There's a theme there. Think about it.
There's a common denominator. There is. That's a math equation right there.
Okay, walks like a duck, talks like a duck.
It's Quacknix.
Exactly.
Granit
Gonna see him later.
What's that?
Gonna see him later.
Yeah, playing against Dignitas today. Roll 20 on Dignitas will be our second match.
All right. Game 4. Maiev, I mean, this is going... If you look at the bans in this series, it's pretty much the same bans. It's like the two teams look at each other and say like, okay, this is the heroes that we don't want you to have, or this is heroes that we, from a meta perspective, just don't want to play and don't want to play against. That's the case for Toronto. We're seeing the Maiev DIABLO basically being taken away every single time. You deny Black Kidney's preference pick, and you deny the best pick of Mob Zero.
Gyros DIABLO, keeping those tanks away. Granit Gaming, what are you going to open with? We've been seeing a lot of Hanzo from them and Genji too. Both the series Shimano brothers have been their main pickups.
I mean, you can still get it here in Volskaya, right?
Yeah.
If you really want to get it as a first pick, you can, but normally in Volskaya we have Ural, for example, would still be a great side laner for them. They take Link's DECKARD away. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I feel leftovers are just going to go into Ural again. They picked it up for Podibos every single time they could so far, and I don't see a reason for them to change it, unless they think, okay, here in Volskaya we want to get Blaze over Ural just because of the bunker on the objective.
You think you're Ural Muradin?
Ural for sure, and with that, I could see them going into... Yeah, Muradin. Alright, fair enough. I actually thought they would maybe go for damage. They have shown this pattern a lot, where they go into Ural plus the main tank, but I could have, for example, seen them go into an early Hanzo too, because I think from their perspective, they play Hanzo, it adds a lot on the battleground, plus they also get a bit more pressure on the Granite, but with two tanks already banned out, I think it's, yeah, Muradin makes sense, because you could try and choke them into a certain frontliner, which is exactly what leftovers are very likely to do now.
You mentioned that Blaze. Coming in here with Decker Kane and then Sergeant Hammer. Gonna sit back and siege away. Johanna Ban, so now Granit Gaming off their side. What tank they want to deal with here? The main three that you typically see rotated out is Gyros, DIABLO, and Muradin. With them all off the table now, Granit Gaming will have to adjust later on.
I mean, do you get ETC here again?
It's possible.
Now, they played ETC already earlier. I'm not saying that it would be my go-to, but what else do you have? You have, I mean, the most common ones that we have right now. North America loves to play with Arthurs too. Usually we don't really see that in EU that much in games that want to play. So you are looking towards Inuburak, which I don't really see in this style that they're playing here. ETC has the peel for Sergeant Hammer. That seems to be a bit better.
Just both ETC and Inuburak just kind of make me frown a little bit when I have to play them. Just, you feel like you have such a hard time on that front line, but I think ETC would make a little bit more sense here.
I mean, what else? You could play Tyrael, I guess, but then you have the shield, but does he really have the sustain there?
Yeah, he doesn't. The options are quite limited. That's basically what we're trying to say here. Any others that could pop out?
ETC comes to my mind because they played him earlier.
Stitches. Totally blanked on him, actually.
Yeah, play him too, but mostly because I'm not quite sure how I feel about Stitches in that composition here. I don't really think he gets a lot done here.
He can give a free engage to Muradin. What are you talking about? That's a lot of value for leftovers.
That's what we're looking for here.
All right, Malf comes in for the 5th pick. We got Phoenix in here too. If you can land a hook on Hanzo or Malfurion, it's going to be hard with that front line protecting them. You can take him out. The follow-up may be lacking a little bit. You have to have that timing down with Kane.
You shouldn't get that hook, though.
Yeah.
Especially not against Malf.
You got to be a laser pointer. You got to right in between the middle. Gives you a little bit of wave clear.
I mean, he doesn't.
Go tank build too, especially with Kane.
I mean, Stitches can be incredibly tanky, and that's one of the main things that you want to have on the objective, that you want to just like sustain yourself through that. We had a Stitches with a double support, I think, last weekend. That was actually an interesting approach. I can't remember which series that was anymore.
I think it was a Granit Gaming method, actually. They ran Stitches last time.
Yeah, it was really cool because with the amplified healing, if you have 2 supports behind you, all of a sudden it's really tough to take you down. And that's that was pretty cool from conceptual standpoint, where you just say, okay, we want to be on this point for as long as possible and stay ourselves through. He could really take a beating, like no problem whatsoever, because that amplified healing and every other talent that he took allowed him to sustain themselves for so much longer. I feel that Stitches comes very forced, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously he comes in here with all the main things being banned out. The main issue with him is that separation is not something that Stitches does well with. And with Murden and Urel jumping behind him, we could see that happen a lot here as we head straight into it. On the left side in the blue, DAB playing Hanzo, Putty Boss on Urel, linked on Malfurion, Black Kidney to show off the Genji, and Mopsio on Murden.
And over to the right, down one game, the best of 5 series. We are having Granit Gaming with Memecraft on Phoenix, Wolf Joe on DECKARD Kane, Raid Boss in this game, playing Sergeant Hammer, Nanda on Stitches, and Olf, the sub player for the day, originally from the Holy Bananas, is playing Blaze.
Redemption coming out for DAB. Speaking about DAB, a hook actually connects with him. He gets pulled in, he jumps away as fast as he can with that natural agility.
That was such a fantastic escape from DAB here.
That was so fast.
Yeah, like that was just absolutely seamless. And to be honest, if he doesn't make that frame perfect, he's dead. That follow-up was immediately there from Granit Gaming. Like, they were just waiting for that hook. This is one of the reasons why you oftentimes don't even see teams engaging into the mid lane when they're up against the Stitches, just simply because they're saying, well, if he starts hooking, then we are in trouble. So, yeah, we're going to be in for an interesting game. And as you said, also outside of the escape, we have Redemption now taking us to level 1 turret from Hanzo. So DAB, once again, with the same build that he already showcased last week against Team Dignitas.
I wonder what the level 4 is going to be here. Does he move into the explosive arrows, or does he grab the ignore all distractions?
He actually went into the explosive arrows the last time. I mean, Rich had the ignore all distractions as a variation, and that actually gave him quite a bit of value on the map, since a lot of those fights are around the minion waves. But the last time that we saw it from DAB, he went into the wave play with it still. Committed on 7 then again, though.
Okay. Alright then, we'll keep an eye on that build, see how it pays off. As Granit Gaming starts up with these turrets automatically coming out here. No one on support camp yet. And Nande finding these hooks. Yeah. He's working on his hooking, dude.
Yeah, Chew Your Food, by the way, taken as the level 1 choice here. So gets the extra sustain, amplified healing probably coming in, so no damage. We're not seeing that slam build that often anymore. Nande again with a hook attempt here. I like it. Being aggressive about it, trying to really pressure, especially of course those 2 backliners, and DAB was already caught 2 times.
Redemption stacks coming in here for Hanzo, already sitting at a total of 6. Hoping that he can get that finished up before the control point. Get with those high auto attacks, assuming that he'll get the shredded armor at level 7 to make sure to put that front line in a position where they are starting to take that damage. And we have the support camp being danced around, but no one has fully committed to it yet. We have Raid Boss hovering around as Sergeant Hammer. Finally, he sieges up, and it looks like we're going to finally have that fight.
This is tough to take for Leftovers. With Granit Gaming, the heroes that they have here, and also the setup through Wolf Joe, this is a really tough camp. I don't think the Leftovers can fight over this. I would be very surprised. Especially if that rotation comes. We're seeing a rotation from Leftovers trying to take down Blaze here. And going straight for nice body blocks from Putty Boss, but that shouldn't really be enough. The slow through the oil is enough to allow Wolf to get past Putty Boss. And as expected, Leftovers also did not go for that camp, because this early in the game, it's really tough for them to break through that composition that Granit Gaming has.
So here we go. Straight into the point. Putty Boss trying to buy some time and hold it down. And here comes Wolf from the side. Goes in, locks him down. Putty Boss with a knockback. Can he get away? Link providing the heals. Will it be enough? No, it will not. As Granit Gaming chases and finds one.
And Olf actually helping to get that kill by him interrupting with the jet propulsion, the jump attempt on the side of Urel. So really well done here. Nanda just keeps getting these hooks in. And then we have the follow-up through Blaze. So good job.
There it is. So now we get Granit Gaming setting up for the percentages. They jump to 21. 7 is the next goal for both of our teams. Leftovers see that Blaze with the bottomless as they come over to the contest. They have a scroll come out. The Leftovers got to watch out for the jet propulsion. Ooh, Black Kidney dodging.
Yeah, but Mopsio is in a bit of trouble here. Did go into the 3rd win, so it's not going to be too much of an issue for him. Link can still help him out, but the trade alone is going to kick in soon. Granit Gaming with a position and a strong one at that. On the objective, they also hold the level 7 talent.
7 talent, 76%. Leftovers, forcing the turret over here. Granit Gaming thinking about engaging, but without a hook being able to connect. It's back on up and look to grab the control point. Leftovers finally hit 7. They're going to come over and fight. And Mopsy on that front line is having some issues. Down to a quarter HP as Raid Boss just sieges away. They can't touch Hammer, but they can touch a Phoenix as they take out Memecraft.
Good kill against Memecraft, but I'm not sure if that's worth it. It also mirrored, especially with Malfurion down, you don't have the support anymore, and bam, there's Protector #1. Granit Gaming playing this extremely well. I'm really liking this so far. And Nanda, I mean, kudos. Those hooks are flying. Like, he connected 3-4 already in this game.
Yeah.
And every single one of them got a lot of value. So Granit is in a great spot here. And for Leftovers, it's just really going to be difficult to break through that Stitches if he's continuously supported by DECKARD from the back. Has also his Chew Your Food here as a level 1 talent, the Amplified Healing. Very tanky setup for him, especially if Blaze can help him out with the bunker later on after 10.
Man, Ponyblock's having an issue down here. Constant ganks on him, stop him from coming in. Raid Boss being down here to sieging away with the help of Wolf. Leftovers are forced to respawn. It's the Sergeant Hammer that's pushing in the bottom lane, which means this Protector at the top is doing what it can. It breaks down the well. Mopsy on the Kidney will eventually be able to clear that up. But good spread from Granit Gaming as they jump up in experience to about 9.5.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that they didn't get more. Granit Gaming, that is, they didn't really put pressure on the top 4. They got the Fountain, which is the most important part. They at least did a bit of damage at the bot lane. But now we're talking about the level 10 again, and already Leftovers are more or less starting to concede that they are very unlikely to get the Biotic Emitter here.
Bringing 4, you're actually thinking about rotating 2. They actually scout Sergeant Hammer and Blaze to the bottom right. But Granit Gaming doesn't fully commit to this. They just start to attack the damage here, make Leftovers come over and think they want to commit to it, and that Left is going to grab the turret, and also grab a level 10 as they get that spike and minion experience too. So it should be an easy setup for them. In terms of items, Granit Gaming continues to control.
They have the level 10, they get the Biotic Emitter, and they just throw these hooks out. It's just like, okay, let's see if we can get something here. Commitment at the bot lane, Bunker is out, and Ulf is able to get away. A 4-man gank that did not accomplish anything.
I'm telling you, the more I'm watching Ulf, the more I'm excited for the Holy Bananas and that Crucible, man. This guy really knows how to keep himself alive, but also to be impactful on the game. Watching out these games coming his way.
I am honestly hyped for the Crucible. It's going to be pretty awesome, at least here in Europe, because we have 2 teams pushing in that are both incredibly strong, and there's definitely a chance that we're going to have a bit of a mix-up there.
This is actually the most nerve-wracked I've been heading towards the end of a phase here in the HGC. Like, the teams that could fall out, the teams that could come here, the teams that could go to BlizzCon. It's really a lot to think about.
I mean, even that, there's already a lot of discussions between players that we had in the past week about, okay, who's going to make it into the second spot, because a lot of teams or players are making the argument that Liquid right now is not one of the top 2 teams from a strength perspective in Europe. But then again, as they themselves highlighted, it's not about just the momentum peak on what the situation is right now. It's about, okay, how did you perform throughout the entire phase? Yeah. And that's where Liquid just put themselves into a spot where they, through their own power, can get the direct ticket. And all of that is going to happen then tomorrow. But there's so many teams that are currently hoping for that second or third spot, and it's absolutely crazy. Europe is fantastic right now.
Arrow missing. Can Memecraft get out? Nope, he gets picked off anyways, even with the sidestep on the Dragon's Arrow coming out. Nande hoping to help with a hook, but too late. Leftovers find their pick, and we're tied in kills 2-2.
And also an experience, so Leftovers are doing really well with kills like these. This is actually a great one, but Kidney actually had so much damage here. And the attempt to take him down by the BFG here from Hammer. Not quite connecting. It's another cooldown used. But here comes another hook. The follow-up by Link. Just a tiny second too slow to lock Mopsy down, but a bit of free damage through Hammer as she gets the shots in.
Still heroic down for about 30 extra seconds additional to what Hanzo's Dragon's Arrows down. So that means Leftovers can try and force a fight whenever they would like to, followed up the next strike, and look to get a kill. Granit Gaming already sending up for the defense in the top lane, even bringing Blaze too as they build towards that 13. The Leftovers moving on over, hoping to slow down Nande from getting the control point, and Mopsy will be here just in time.
Yeah, Raid Boss is already trying to get the position that he needs here, but this is definitely what it comes down to, at least for now. Who's going to take that lead in the mid game? And here comes the hook again. Mopsio about to move out, got slowed for a second. Able to move away. Stormbolt follow up against Ditches, and he's in trouble. Nande is low, but he's able to get the Devour through it. Here comes the bunker.
That Dragon Arrow making sure that Wolfjo is not able to get that stay a while and listen, but it's up at about 3 seconds. Looks like we're trying to back up. That 13 still right around the corner. Ardent Defender coming up here as we're going to have Urel jumping straight on in. It's going to be 1 pick, 2 picks as the rest of Granit Gaming have to back away.
Fantastic escape initially by Memecraft on the Phoenix, but then Genji going in deep and with the extract getting the kill. Another hook connects, but Poryboss moves out. The BFG comes through, but Poryboss is still alive. Everybody moving away, and it's a 2-0 kill in this fight. Leftovers take the 2 kills, and now they are also getting a massive lead on the objective. Mopsio still in that position, everybody else moving to the middle, topping off at the fountain again, and starting to race back top to make sure that they can hold on to the objective.
That arrow from Hanzo landing right on top of Wolfjo when he was trying to set up that stay on while listening to keep one Nande alive, but also to set up the fight, allow for Leftovers to back up and eventually find those kills. Huge shout out to DAB on top of Hanzo. The rest of the team groups up here on the left side while they jump up to 99%. You're going to need Mopsio to heal up a little bit as Granit Gaming is setting up to contest.
Yeah, Mopsio was in a spot. Oh, nice hook again. Mopsio was in a spot where he was waiting for his trade to come through. Poryboss might have to drop the beacon, and he does, but he himself goes down.
He goes down, and Granit Gaming wanted to chase some more here. Picture Bile 2. DAB was the target, but the salvo does not hit him, just barely missing. Tranquility used by Leftovers, and they'll be able to back up to the safety of their fort and wait for Urel to come back.
Yeah, Urel's going to be back in 15, but this is now the spot where you start to make the rotation again. And you can actually go down to the bottom and try and get another turret, and that's where we are seeing Leftovers headed with DAB, making that play together with Genji. I mean, it's a time issue right now. You're at 99% yourself. Your opponent is, of course, starting to accumulate these percentages too. But there's the camp taken, and now they can re-engage at the top. They have the extra item, and they can play through that. But this is definitely going to be a very, very clutch moment.
Yep, even dropping on the route there to make sure that Rayboss backs away. 92% in climbing, Granit Gaming building towards that 100%. Mopsio's here, Poryboss in that front.
Everybody jumping onto the point here. Overtime is already being reached. They're trying to go for Memecraft, but the Stormbolt misses. Urel jumping in again. The bunker is on the ground and stay a while. Listen is coming through, and everybody escapes from Granit Gaming's side into the bunker. But the attack is there. The X-Strike takes down DECKARD Kane, and Blaze dies as well. They're chasing on the hammer is down. The arrow comes through, and now Stitches is in trouble. Granit Gaming is falling apart in this fight.
That fight opened up by Black Kidney as he dies straight on top of Phoenix. Nande trying to stay alive as he can, trying to get a couple of Devours in, but eventually should fall too, and that's just going to be a staggered death. Leftovers take a total of 4. Phoenix able to escape, but the Protector goes over to them, and they jump up in experience as they head in straight for the fort.
Fantastic fight from Leftovers. Also delaying the kill on Stitches a bit definitely helps them too. Makes it very difficult for Granit Gaming to set up a defense here. And now Leftovers push in every single lane. Great position by them. They're looking at a level 16 talent right now. They just picked that up. 8 kills against 3. So really nice spot. Going through the top fort immediately. The rotation from the rest of the team into middle and bot lane allows them to grab those minions and then push in against the rest of the remaining forts too. Super important if you want to prepare already through that for objective 3. So trying to eliminate the fountains, especially on that bottom lane where the third objective is going to spawn.
Especially if you're able to open up those keep walls too, with the 16 connecting here for Leftovers. Suddenly you get that piercing arrow coming in from Hanzo, which means you can bank it off of the keeps and prevent the defense from your opponents from stepping up too much. That Sergeant Hammer will have a difficult time as she has to be kind of sitting still and stable to help out with the defense. Now, speaking about 16s, if we can get the 16 for the Leftovers, or I'm sorry, Granit Gaming, that Giant Killer will come online, and that will help out a lot with Murden and Urel who are jumping in. They're getting very close to being picked off in these team fights, and that Giant Killer might be enough to give Granit Gaming that chance. But for now, the ball is certainly in the Leftovers court.
Yeah, I also love that we have so much banner going on for those guys every single time that anything is happening. So there's a quick pause. It's apparently a latency issue that they're currently looking at. But the first thing that happens is that someone says, "What's the problem?" It's like, well, he smells bad. Just his own teammate just immediately throwing shade there.
Dude, playing the game, man, you sweat a lot. You gotta
yeah, that's probably it. No, but like coming back to this, we are currently in the spot where through those fights, we're actually seeing the problem on Granit Gaming seems to be to really get these kills. Leftovers play very well around this because they're always getting the massive amount of tranquility value. And in the last fight, we actually saw that even the ult on Phoenix didn't really go off. Memecraft had a huge problem getting any kind of value out of it because there's so much mobility available on Leftovers that they just jumped out of the range when that was the case. And Genji is really the hero that stands out to me quite a bit because we have seen Blakidney get so many kills. Every single time there's pressure on Memecraft, he's barely able to move away, but then Blakidney comes in with these X-Strikes, hits them perfectly, and gets the follow-ups afterwards against other heroes too. He has actually delivered 5 of those 8 kills. Like, he's playing a fantastic game.
That's the issue when you're playing at Phoenix. They have 2 heroes that are on the side of Leftovers that are going. You mentioned Genji, but also Muradin too. If he lands that Stormbolt when you're trying to wolf away, you're in trouble. And that really puts a lot of the defensive capabilities on top of Raid Boss. He has to be dishing out these damage and making sure that Wolf Joe is able to set up and provide Memecraft with those heals because of how much pressure is coming their way. Leftovers get 17, they break down on the forts, top lane, bottom lane, all pushed in. The fort in the middle has taken some damage too, but Leftovers well on their way towards level 20, while Granit Gaming is just about to get level 16 themselves.
And now it's item control time again. They already took one of the turrets and they want to make their play for the beacon first before they get their own turret, because that's in a much better position for them. So that's taken out too. 16 is here for Granit Gaming. But this is really the moment where Granit Gaming wants to take a fight and Leftovers just sitting there is like, nah, why would we take a fight here? We already have a situation where we hold more items than you. We're getting another turret right now. We have still our fountain at the bot lane. You lost your fort, you lost your fountain, you have no fallback option, and we are also headed towards level 20. All that Leftovers have to do right now is not die, and maybe even get a kill, but even if they don't, it's still a great spot for them. But that fight with Tranquility is actually starting to pop off. The bunker is out again, BFG comes through, salvo damage, this time pretty solid, but not enough to take Mopsio down.
Not enough to take him down. The Leftovers taking that fight even near their fort, and Granit Gaming was able to get Mopsio low. He pops the Avatar and gets a couple of heals coming in here, and Leftovers are going to chase, knowing that Granit Gaming has spent all of their heroics already in the team fight. Mopsio gens in, find the store, but Blakidney here to follow up while Ponybus continues to chase Nande all by himself on the front line. He gets pushed to the side, and Stitches and his guts all over the floor.
Beautiful kills here. Rotation to the top would now also be important, and that's where Urel is headed. Make sure that you get all that experience. The fort is very likely to fall on Leftovers side, but that really doesn't really matter. It's all about just making sure that you yourself get those 2 waves that are in that will help you towards level 20, take the minions and also mercenaries on the map, and then go for objective number 3. It's such a great spot for Leftovers to be in. They have everything that they could possibly wish for at this point.
They could probably wish for 20.
I mean, they will have 20 for the objective. That's what I'm kind of trying to.
I know, but
it's like
they could wish for it. If they had a genie right now, they could wish for 20. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but they have it now.
They're gonna have it, yeah. So what would you wish for now if you're the genie?
What do you mean?
If you had a genie right now, what would you wish for?
More wishes.
You can't do that. That breaks the law. That's like a hidden secret, you know? You
There's no hidden secret.
That's like a bro code with the Genji.
If I get a wish and no one specifies, I wish for more wishes. That's the first wish that you do.
Just greedy, man.
I mean, greedy. That's not called greedy. It's being smart.
I would wish that you have a fun and wholesome life. Just for you, buddy.
But
I would use one of my wishes. You can't make it better. It's impossible.
It's efficient.
What a waste of a wish. Can imagine getting yelled at afterwards after I do this nice, generous gesture. Leftovers coming in with 20. 17 has hit for Granit Gaming, and they think this might be the last fight for them as they set up for defense from this control point.
They need to do something here, even though they fight against the Storm Talent. I mean, what else are you going to do? Fight against the Storm Talent and the Protector? That's not going to do you any favors. So yeah, they have to YOLO into this, and it's going to be tough, but they're going to be looking for that kill.
Mopsio comes in with a big flank, finds the Stormbolt. Gonna have the Siege Sectors coming out here for Raid Boss. He's able to dash away from the fight. Bunker gets used too. Wolf Joe jumping in. Still has that stay a while. Listen, the Leftovers are chasing, looking for the kill. Mopsio low on health, but he gets the hammer in. Able to jump away with Hanzo, delivering the blow.
What a Mopsio fight. One direction, and it's like a go for the throat. There we go. Hammer down, and so is Stitches. They're trying to get more. Ulf taken down. 4 kills. DAB even looking to see if he can threaten Memecraft here. That's not going to be the case, but the Leftovers are breaking through the wall. They're going for the keep, and they're going to look to finish with that Protector.
Automatically down to half health is that keep. Phoenix in the middle thinking about what he can do. Not much here. He can clear out the mini wave, maybe try to slow this down, but he has to play careful with like Kitney pushing on that front line. Finally, the Swift Strike being used, the core will start to take damage. No one here for Granit Gaming in about 20 seconds, and Leftovers set themselves up to earn a 3-1 over Granit Gaming.
Mopsio is AFK. The objective is like, wait for me, boys. I got something here. I can come with that. But nope. That might not even be needed. Already Granit Gaming is losing the core. Down to 10, and this is game as the Leftovers take the 3-1 win in this series.
A 3-1 for the Leftovers. Continuing to press here in part 2 of phase 2 of the HGC, their final weekend playing. Granit Gaming, a couple of close matches for them. The third one, or that final map, maybe not as close as they would have liked.
Also, the last fight was just so Mopsio. About to die?
Yeah.
Time to retreat? Nah! Let's go in and make sure that we're going to take one with us.
That's one of the things about him is he's able to take a hero and push it to its edge, right? When it comes to tanking and delivering that final blow and then just barely get away. Most of the time you see it on the Diablo, but there you got it on the Murd.
Great performance by them. But also Granit Gaming, especially considering that they played with a sub player here, Ulf coming in, helping them out, short notice, and now getting one map out of the series against the Leftovers, not too bad, looking pretty good.